Chuckheads. Silent Hill 2. Gonna make me wish I played the first one, I guess. See what this is about. Yep. It's this ASM. I, for one, love not seeing much of the screen. No spin jumping. Okay. I can't jump very high. I can't run. Is Silent Hill the one with Pyramid Head? Here we go. I've never actually played any of them. Just not a thing. I don't really play the horror games. I've been meaning to like play Parasite Eve one of these days, or maybe like the OG Resident Evil, but just hasn't happened. Blackout. In the Blackout, Mario is severely weakened. There's a hole there? Okay. Mario cannot crouch to hide. Mario cannot harm crouch to hide. What? This is a concept. Go home, Tweeds, you're drunk. Mario cannot harm crouch to hide. Mario cannot hide forever. Oh, I see. So there's a time limit to crouching. Okay. Alright, so can I jump over the... No. Okay. Okay, Mario cannot hide forever. Stay safe out there. What is that? I'm being chased by a fuzzy. Wait, I didn't even see what hit me! That was one of those. Nope, there's also tiny versions. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, question answered. Okay, well this is just gonna be some learning, I guess. Yeah, tapped if I can see it. Tiny little critter. And then I died because I couldn't see whatever killed me. Makes sense. I missed when that was working out, time-wise. Nothing quite I like more than my inability to see what's going on, making it so that I get hit randomly. I forgot about the bullet bill. And it's a tracer, too. Might be real tough on a projector? Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, this is legitimately one of my least favorite types of ASM in the game. Just in general, because it just makes it a lot harder to do anything. To be fair, we're doing kind of a horror thing here, so at least it kind of makes sense. Most of the time people just slap this in like a cave level and like, look, it's a cave level. Hope you didn't like seeing. Okay, you have to duck and hope it just goes away. But, like, basically it turns this into a memorization fest, right? Like, there's not much more I can do. I can't react when I can only see things, like, half a second ahead. It came back. Of course it came back. Here's our buddy. What is hurting me there? Look like an anthill, maybe? What's hitting me there? Yeah, that anthill thing isn't there anymore. What was it? Oh. Was tapped after getting hit by a shell? It went that way? Huh. Oh my god, it's so slow. Got backshotted? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Hey, no. Sake. I was hoping it would despawn. At least I get what I'm supposed to do there. Okay. Yeah, I saw it go that way that time. Weird. He was nowhere near me. I wonder what the spiny over there is supposed to do. Alright, 1, 2... Am I missing something? He was nowhere near me when I stood back up. Stand still for too long, you freeze. Okay, that would have been a nice thing to explain on the screen. Like, yeah, I see him doing the thing. Okay, that makes more sense now. I assumed that when I saw the shivering earlier, it wasn't that, when I said you couldn't hide forever, I assumed that you'd get pushed out of the hide state. Not, that you froze to death. Perhaps my bad, I'm understanding what the game was trying to teach me there. Also might explain why I've died a few times over here and had no idea why. There's a little one. There's the big one. Alright, PB. Ugh. I don't mind anything about this except the tiny ones. I can barely see them. mean, what I shouldn't do is jump when I need to not take damage. I should just duck, because that exists, and is a mechanic that's reasonable. I don't know why that didn't hurt me that time. That shouldn't be hard. I've done it many times before. Okay. Okay. Alright. So now there's a Pokey chasing me. One small dude, another small dude, big dude. Oh. That thing was just outside of my circle of vision. If I waited half a second, I would have been fine. Because he would have fallen off. But, like, this level is just basically memorization. There's not a whole lot of good reaction I can do here. Like, aside from maybe that. Also, the lamps kind of look like Pikachu. I don't know why, but this kind of looks like Pikachu to me. Alright. Okay. I missed the word search. Yeah, you're right, he got backshot. That's annoying. Okay. Didn't commit. Why? This level just makes me feel cold. It's probably the wind effect. Also, I turned off my heater when I started streaming. That might also affect me a little bit there. Oh, that's cold in here. Like, Seattle, it's not too bad. I talked to my dad not unrecently. He asked how I was staying warm. I'm like, normally, it's like 50 degrees outside. I put on a coat. Turns out Alabama was presently in a cold snap, and it was like 23 degrees outside. Or lower, or like -5 to Euro people. Or something like that. Yeah. Also at DC, so other part of the family was complaining about the cold as well. Well, that was convenient. No! Oh, no. Okay, here comes number 1, number 2, number 3. Now I jump up here and just wiggle. He comes by, and then the small guy dies. There's a Fuzzia coming after me. And a Phanto! When did I get a key? I start over at the beginning. Kidding me? I didn't even see that when it happened. Anyway. That's not what to say. It's a friggin' level where I have to memorize everything that's gonna come and kill me. The bullet hell level trended towards a certain amount of the same kind of thing. The difference was the bullet hell level was kind of fun. This is mostly an exercise in tedium. Which is also the name of my autobiography. Okay. Right, then I jump up here and just kind of wiggle. Or immediately fall off because I wasn't paying attention. Does jumping count as not as moving? For our purposes of staying warm. I despawned the little guy, I don't know how. We jump in place. Good. Alright, got our little guys. We despawned the other guy, probably. No! I didn't despawn him. I thought I despawned him, but I hadn't. Two levels that have made my eyes hurt back to back. I might just need to punt this and come back to it later. Because, like, this is so slow. Right, the fuzzy's gonna be right up my ass. Can I say ass? You can on this network. Okay, little bug dead. Fuzzy on me. I know better. There's a thwimp. Nope, there's this little one. And... oh, I didn't realize it was going to turn there. I couldn't see it well enough. Oh, right. I forgot what I was doing. Be nice if you'd taken him with him. Okay. Alright, then there's the the fuzzy chasing me. Bizarrely, you know what I really want right now? I want some of that Papa John's garlic sauce. I want a crappy Papa John's pizza. There's a fuzzy after me. Oh, finally a midway, okay. There's a fuzzy after me. What? Well, that's the first time I'll let him do that. What? So what does the fuzzy do, really? Can't really duck hide from him, can I? Oh, I know what they are. Okay, cool. I get it. They're friggin' little Metroids. Alright, that's a much more tractable problem than I thought I had. Thankfully, so far, no little buggers. Okay, somewhat more tractable. Where? Oh, there he is. Oh, right. I needed to be jumping. There's a little bugger. It fell from the sky. Fell from the sky. Wish I could press A to jump, too. There we go. So being denied the ability to jump with A, even though I shouldn't be jumping with A, is still irksome. I thought I timed that well. Ah, okay. Hey, it didn't kill me for once. 2 for 1. Okay. Hey, another one. Alright. Now we wait. Okay. No! Yes. Jump, 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 jump. Jump man on a brick. I need to time that better. We just chill. Oh, no, wait, no, we're not. Didn't trust my jump. Okay. Cool. There's still a fuzzy after me, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna chill here for a second so I can kill it. Do this. Now I know there's a guy there. And it's a shortish platform, so I'm just gonna come back. And I just threw the key. I don't... Why did I die? Why did I die? Ugh. Gotta wait. That was a real fast fuzzy. Not usually fast. Anyway. Gotta come up with something better to talk about. Because this is getting dull. Because again, this is just memorization. There's nothing else here. There's no space to react. Because I don't have space. I think I'll get back to Toro Band tomorrow, maybe. Or Freak City. The thing about Freak City is I know I have to beat that one level. I don't know if I want to. Pick that up and immediately have to do the thing. The level with the jumping. That means a lot. No. The level with the weird platform that's X-linked and spinning. I think I got it up there, yeah. Oh, okay, that's fine. What I've demonstrated is I can throw the key upwards. That actually matters a fair bit to how I want to play this. Now, tomorrow I should work on my USB stuff I want to work on tomorrow. Is probably the biggest thing to do. Got Visual Studio 2008 installed. Express, I don't need anything fancy. I want to get at least the rudimentary version working tomorrow. What I really do want to do is get the full version in people's hands and at least have a few people test it before I send it out the door. Because, like, I just don't use Lunar Magic as much as most people who hack do. Like, I'm pretty much a view-only type LM user. Okay. He's on the far side. Kick that up there. Ah, nope. Okay, good. Okay, apparently there's a limit to how far you can fall. And it kills you. Hold down midair to negate fall damage. Huh. That is actually really useful. That is very useful. Or maybe Pokemon. Maybe we'll see about trying to get our Pokemon on. Message Matt later today. Be good to just get some things off the list. That's actually true. Huh? That's true and a bad idea, because technically speaking, I could... What? There's something there! There was something there. Why was there something there? Can I continue with this path? Or try to avoid the ridiculous chucks? Oh, the beat is good. It's one of the reasons I'm still tolerating this level. Oh, whoops. I'm just curious if this is an alternate path or something. Or if it's just a different way to die. Can I go back in the door? I see a door where I'm at. I don't think I can jump over them. Or if I can, it's a very tight spread. Like, because there's two of them, the ability to actually even look around is pretty limited. Especially because I can't see shit anyway. Okay, that's empty over there. Or at least it appears. Oh, actually I can despawn them with that. Okay, we'll try that. We can despawn them. This is a possibility. We could explore the space. Is there another door? No, that's a window. This looks like another door. Can I go in this door? Nope. So basically this is a kind of FU for looking around room, as far as I can tell. Or maybe there's a reason it exists to make the plot make sense. Weird. Very weird. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? Too slow. Yeah, I mean, I do have my useful, like, commands. I could always kill Mario instantly if I need to, if I get soft-locked. So it's not a worry. But if I didn't, that would be annoying. I implemented a kill command for the purposes of moderation years ago. And it's proven to be one of the better commands I've implemented. That and lives. I spent so much time being afraid of the fuzzies. Okay. There we go. Why didn't I just wait? Also, the fuzzies seem to have, like, random different starting speeds. Like, that guy seems to be hella hype sometimes, and the rest of the time, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just get to you at my own pace. I was not confident in that jump or that jump. Okay. Go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh. Most people you've seen play this are afraid of the fuzzies until they touch one. I mean, yeah, because you expect to touch fuzzy and instantly die. Or possibly get dizzy, one or the other. In that first section, everything is trying to murder you. So, like, you're not, like, having good feelings about any of these critters. And having a fuzzy slowly approach you is not a good feeling. Why is this little guy not want to hurt me? Weird. Drinking tea and preparing for a magic tourney. Oh, nice. I'll help you have fun at the tourney. I did my one bit of playing of Magic last year. It was okay. I probably should have started with 7 cards instead of 5 in retrospect, but you know, I still had fun. QLDC says, oh, pretty good. There's been a couple levels that have been more trying than others. I'd say this has been the most annoying level so far, just because of its insanely slow pace. And basic because I can't see. But there are a good few in there, including one my expectations, which shattered my expectations. Because between the I didn't have time to make a good level being part of the like title screen and using the word map 16, my expectation was very low, and that level turned to be really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a high quality level. So it definitely broke expectations, which was lovely. It was also a really good, like, twice level, where every time I went back through it, it changed the meta a little bit. Okay, perfect, actually. That was perfect. So I think I got the key where I wanted it to be. There's no more fuzzies. Oh! Forgot Fanto existed. And was right next to the key. Yeah, if I'm going to do that strat, I really need Fanto to be, like, right next to the key. I really need the key to be right next to the lock. I need to be more careful when jumping, because I need to hold Y. Right, and standing still kills you. Okay. Let's calm down. I realized I could do that. That was probably one of the things I should have realized sooner. He has to touch the keyhole, so you gotta crouch while carrying it. Ah. I know I did that earlier to get in the other one. Alright, cool, it's up there. Oh. I just wanted to take a moment and think. Not allowed. Okay, I got on the platform. I could have gone better. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world by a long shot. Okay. Wait for him to move. Cool, we made progress. But wait, there's more. Unfortunately. I love the little buggers that are now killing me again. My complete inability to see them. I can't believe that jump worked. I missed the vertical section already. Really missed the vertical section already. Would be nice if he made a noise or something. I didn't think he'd come back. I love the half a frame I have to do something there. Oh, he's dead now. At least. Okay, that's good. No, why were there two? Why are there always two? No. I sure hope this comes to a climax soon. I'm definitely at a point where I'm kind of done with this level. Like, it's slow, it's tedious, and it does big jump scare things. And, like, I can't really do much about those other than just keep memorizing. Because I can't see, I can't react to what I can't see. Well, thank you. No homo. Lonely Island was... Oh, yeah, thanks. Great. Hyper fuzzy. Out of nowhere. Hopefully the other one doesn't get... Nope, that one... Anyway. Yeah, Lonely Island stuff was good at the time. I always loved the, like a Boss song. That's what you do in an average day at work. You cut off your own dick and die. Yeah. Well, this has been enlightening. I forgot it does that. Yeah, it's a shame what happened to an awful lot of those little web comedy things. They got bamboozled by Facebook into thinking that their numbers were way better than they were. Switching over to Facebook, when really they were not getting nearly the... Oh, for Pete's sake. The numbers. Threw it to the ground? Oh, threw it to the ground is great. I'm teasing my butthole! Yeah, threw it to the ground is also fantastic. But yeah, an awful lot of those things like College Humor basically were told by Facebook they were doing great numbers, and they just weren't. And by the time anyone realized the problem, they were just dead. I threw it on the ground. My dad's not a phone. Probably my favorite line from that entire thing. There's a bunch of good ones, but that one's my favorite. I also enjoyed, like, the mimetic area for that. I don't know if people still do this. I don't know when the last time was, like, a big, like, mimetic song. But, like, there was definitely parodies, like a Toss, if you were a StarCraft player. And there was a brief period where, like, people were doing parodies of, like, What Does the Fox Say? But, you know, not much to say about that song in a lot of ways. Once you actually know what the fox says, doesn't say much. What am I looking at now? Jump? No. Oh, frig. The one spot I throw it. Well, at least the section's kind of short. Yeah, I wonder when the last time there was, like, a song like that. Might be the case, I'm just no longer in the zeitgeist to hear these things. I do wonder when the last one was. Art! What? What? What the hell do I do there? Like, every time this thing does something like this, I'm not laughing, I'm just tired. This level is just exhausting to play. Like, if that happened in a different level, I would be laughing, but, like, at this point, I'm not even amused. It's just, oh god, I get to do this part again. I have to wait for this to happen. I have to do this. Let It Go is... yeah, it's been a while. Like... okay, if I don't have the key, it doesn't do that. And there's a Phanto 3 inches from my face, so I don't have a lot of space to experiment. You know, I never really cared for Frozen. Just gonna be honest. I like my Disney movies to have music. I like that. I don't mind it. But I don't want the music to be the focal point, if that makes sense. I want the story to be the focal point. There's a number of songs in Frozen that do not advance the plot and exist purely to be musical. Let It Go is not one of them. You can make that argument, fine. But Olaf's friggin' Snowman song served no legitimate plot purpose. I'm just dead. I'm just dead when the fuzzies get a little hype. And I don't like Olaf. Just don't. Key throw in the ground. That's what I did already. Why'd I do that? That was stupid. Okay, then he comes back, and he dies. Try directly down from me, maybe. Fuzzy, get over here. Or die. I don't care. Despawn. No, don't do... Ugh. Wait. Now... why did I do that? I would have been fine if I'd stood in place. I want to see, is that one go off? Directly down from the key? I see. Yeah, I don't know if I would have figured that one out. I think I would have spent a non-trivial amount of time trying to trick the key into not running off. The keyhole into not running off. Again, this whole, like, restricting your vision thing is less fun than you can possibly imagine. Your brightness is normal? Your brightness is probably higher than mine, but I don't think there was any way of seeing that there was something down there from where I was at. It still harms you when it's not active. Okay, good to know. And this rapid fuzzy ends that one real quick. Actually, I guess, is it visible? Would it have been visible on stream, I guess is the big question. If it was, then that's on me, but... Got two back-to-back ones that are just not great for my setup. And, like, the window is not that big. Okay. Got our fuzzy buddy. Jumped over. I thought I jumped over one bug, but apparently the other bug spawned directly behind him. There's one bug. Do that. Jump over the other bug. Okay. And just run for it. Alright, so now where am I? Another vertical section, maybe? I made it to the ground. Is this where I want it? There's something about the design of this level. Where there just always seems to be something right where you don't want it to be. Somehow. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Like, is there a door here? It looks like a door. Skip those seconds, and I did. Zero qualms against doing that, by the way. Zero. Are you kidding me? It's an infinite bullet bill. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, my smile and enthusiasm are gone. This level is obnoxious. Just every single thing in this level that seems designed to infuriate. I saw that one, Curtis. Little bugger. Still can't see him for some reason. I am bugger blind. This is a bit of an issue that bugger doesn't mean exactly the same thing in both of our contexts here. So we're talking about, like, Taskmaster and things. Oh, I'm already host. Man, Taskmaster. That's what I'm going to do after this. Like, I'm just going to go watch Taskmaster. That is what I'm going to do to chill out. We'll raid someone, probably Desi, and then Taskmaster. What's a really good Taskmaster task? You know, I really love the egg timer one. That one I still come back to thinking about it. I've also been really enjoying their Ultimate Taskmaster episode bit, where they ask people who were on the show to like pick their 5 favorite things. There was one that was really enlightening. What was his name? He was the guy. He was one of the guys in that that season. He won that season, the egg timer one. He didn't win that task because his egg timer was a really bad idea. But he was talking about the strategy and stuff because he like actually loves Taskmaster. Told one person there was one task. That was really good. That was Champion of Champions, and that was Josh Whitcomb, because in the first season I think he was the only one tormented with solo tasks, namely the ones that involved counting things like how many O's are there in a can of SpaghettiOs and how many grains of rice are in a bag. And, well, there was one other one they made him count. It was like things in a can, but I forget what it is. And to be fair, he got a point for all that nonsense. And he proceeded to win the entire series with that point. So, it worked out for him. It's a fun task in a later season where they need to draw the sword from the stone, and it's basically a sort of escape room kind of setup where they have to figure out what to do to unlock the sword in the stone. Which I'm guessing was just like using some magnets. There's clearly like not magnets. There was clearly an active spot to put a small dowel through or whatever to keep someone from drawing the sword until they had done the thing. But you had to realize that the thing you had to yell was Whitcomb, and there's a number of things that would clue Josh Whitcomb around, like what comedian can make his hair smart, which I don't know what that means in this case. Figure it's a gag that he's done, but apparently none of them knew it either. Oh, I hate you so much. Great, not only do I have to dodge 2 of these things now, there's still little buggers I can't see. But yeah, one of the things that was supposed to clue it was with diamonds come bears, and if you initialize first parts of those, it does spell out something like Whitcomb. I'm vaguely reminded of a level I played. Was it for Moderation? It was a while ago. Where there was often Kamek in some of the stages. And if you got to the midway, it would spawn a second Kamek, because there was supposed to be a Kamek in the level, and if you got in via the midway, you know, you needed a Kamek. But if you didn't enter via the midway, you got 2 Kameks. And nobody wants 2 Kameks. It's not a fun mechanic, and none of what was done in the level was designed around 2 Kameks. Like, clearly it's the bug. But anyway, the point of the thing I was trying to talk about was the... He discussed how other people are playing it. And how they're handling certain tasks. Mentioning especially Richard Herring, I think. Playing it on a different level. I liked Richard Herring in his season. He did have kind of the season itself was kind of weak because they did the COVID stuff that was silly. Like having all of the people in the studio sit far away from each other. But I can't fault his performance in it. Guess I also like Paul Chowdhury's solo task. The one we had them have the most fun in this bouncy castle. What was that other one that was really good? There was one where... Was it Mel? I want to say it was Mel. But basically what they did was they made her inflate this giant balloon, this giant ball, and then deflate it to get it outside, and it took her a ridiculous amount of time. And basically it was just to try to get her to be less enthusiastic. It was quite cruel. You know, I think what I've mainly missed here, possibly in terms of useful mechanics, I don't seem to notice how long I can actually duck. Like, it's longer than I think it is. It's not that long, though. Oh, other good tasks. I like the commit a miracle one. Especially because several of the things that were done were not terribly miraculous. 100 pizzas is pretty impressive in a way, but it's not really a miracle. I like Bob Mortimer's miracle, where he attached a ping pong ball to his head and then lit a firework on fire and declared that I've defeated all of the mole people. Now we can skateboard without causing a rumpus. Noel Fielding was also just brilliant in that season that he was on. Ah! God, was it going now my way or the other way? No. Do. Some of the lamps look vaguely like Pikachu for some reason. Pikachu. I want to say it was the Brunching Shuttlecocks, but there was once a website with a little quiz. I had a few little quizzes. I think it had like Stripper or Barbie character, because I wanted to point out that some of those names were not fantastic in terms of role modelness. What was the Visible Barbie project? That was like an art project that I remember seeing on the internet millions of years ago, where they took a Barbie and kind of dissected it. It was kind of gross. Of course, it also inspired the Visible Mars Bar project, which was far more interesting by showing the cross-sections of candy bars. And unlike the Visible Barbie project, I think the Mars Bar one is still up on the internet. Because I think the Temple of the Lemur website still kind of works. As with a great number of websites, there's been, well, bit rot. Things that worked stop working. Databases they were relying upon stop existing. Great way to cycle. Oh, fuck. Nah, I got stuck there. I shouldn't have gone down yet. Favorite X or Y thing you've seen a Sporkle quiz is a Kirby song or a Yuri anime. Oh, I like that. Have to say, one of the most disappointing things was I discovered that Yuri on Ice was not remotely what I thought it was. I haven't actually watched any anime in recent times. I've kept up with a couple of mangas. I'm mostly up to date on Dragon Maid. I think I'm like a chapter or two behind. Been reading the Geology one. I've been enjoying the Geology one. I mean, it's clearly one of those, I have a hobby of mineral collecting, and I think that I want more people doing this hobby, therefore I will make a manga with cute girls doing cute things in hopes that other people will be interested in my hobby. Which, as far as ways to get people into your hobby goes, you could do a lot worse. Point out Euro Camp at least has caused one forest fire. Ah, for Pete's sake. But I always find those entertaining, because like they're often informative in their domain. Sometimes they go off the rails. Oh, okay, not. 1, 2, good. Bugger. Bugger turns around. Oh, I think I'm hosed. Yeah, I'm hosed. How's the hill of silenting? It's not great. Work of fiction could tell the genuine interest of the author like that? Yes. Yes, absolutely. But it's one of those things where I just don't feel there's an analog to it in American media. You just don't see that kind of thing. Like, if someone was that into rock collecting, they wouldn't get a TV show about it. And that's the thing, is that the Geology one manga thing's already gotten an anime adaptation. Like, there's something about... There's like a pipeline in Japan between, like, semi-amateur and pro that doesn't quite exist in America around, like, storytelling. Because you could sometimes have people who, like, have a silly little webcomic in Japan and, like, then they get an anime the next day. Somehow. The manga, the little webcomic could be really good. Certainly. Probably is. Forgot what I was doing. But, like, I don't remember... I think I've seen exactly one case where an American webcomic got turned into a larger media thing, and I think that was, like, forgotten during COVID or something. The webcomic called, like, Marry Me. Dude goes to a concert with a sign that says Marry Me, and the chick whose concert it is says, sure, why not? And then rom-com stuff happens. But, like, that's it. Like, even newspaper comics didn't typically get, like, cartoons unless they were really well done. Like, Peanuts got a lot, certainly. I guess Dilbert got one, but... Think if Batman Odyssey has a random hydrogen car and Hollow Earth in it? That's actually kind of funny. Not to mention, like, the newspaper comics, there's not very many of them that aren't, like, 30 years old anymore in general syndication. Like, I'm still shocked the Foxtrot dude is still making Foxtrot. Why? What more could there to be said? I mean, sure, it's a nice, probably a nice little, like, extra money for what he likes doing. And Jim Davis, man, like, seriously. There was a period of time where Garfield was regarded as good. Like, people like to clown on it, but, like, Garfield was an oddly subversive comic when it first came out, and people enjoyed that aspect of it. It isn't now. Hasn't been for a very long time. Did I despawn one? I think I despawned one. What the heck is that? Why is it shiny? Why didn't it work? A lot of repetition. It's true. It's true. I mean, this is one of the reasons why people have respect for Bill Watterson, right? Like, he came, he saw, he kicked some ass, and he retired to go paint watercolors. Like, seems like a good way about going about it. But yeah, that was like the dream of every webcomic artist at one point in time, was to get syndicated, and that's why they often went for the like very standard-ish format that they would go in, the, you know, 3 or 4 panels across. Oh wait, no, someone actually did achieve their dream. I'm pretty sure, what was it, Phoebe and Unicorn? Yeah, I think Phoebe and Unicorn is a syndicated comic that didn't exactly start as a webcomic, but the person behind that, whose name escapes me, had a successful webcomic called Ozzy and Millie before doing Phoebe and Unicorn. I'd say that's close enough to being successful in turning that around. I don't know why I think that's going to work. Boxtrot annoyed you by comic book time? Tell me more. But like, that's the only one I can point to. Frequently, news like those guys that even just come back. Like, as much as I love Blue County, like, was Opus really necessary? No, I think he even started up again at some point. Oh, the Far Side guy did, but I don't know if it ever got, like, resyndicated. And in general, I still actually like Gary Larson. At least marginally. Sure would be nice if I could despawn any of these. Grapes. I screwed that up, but it worked out okay. Duck. Nope. Duck. Ah, bugger. I had a comment about a nerdy boy character who wasn't old enough to have been waiting for StarCraft 2 for full 11 years since StarCraft 1. Also ran an issue with the same boy trying to convince his parents to get him a Super Nintendo back in the day. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's one of those things, if you're going to be a nerd comic, you do eventually have to update some of the stuff you're doing nerdy-wise because, you know, it's pop culture. It moves. He didn't have to do the All Your Base comic, but he did do it, to his credit, I suppose. And the confusion of several people who picked up the newspaper that day. All your base are belong to us. I do love to move a zig. I would much rather take off every zig than be doing this right now. No, I never played Zero Wing. I wonder if it's any good. Like, quite literally, all I've ever seen of it is people clowning on its... This is terrible. Okay, I despawned the Bullet Bill somehow. I'm gonna creep forward. This lets me stay on this thing. Can I jump onto that? Apparently, I didn't jump on it right previously. Oh my god, that was so tedious. So tedious. Good music. Ugh. Yeah, I'm exhausted. That was a long-ass level. Is this how Silent Hill plays? I don't know. I know nothing about Silent Hill, except I think it has Pyramid Head. That's literally... And Fog. I think Pyramid Head and Fog are all I know. I think I know about Silent Hill. I never played any of those PS1 horror games. Mostly because I had a PS1 for a while, but I mostly just played JRPGs. Or things I could buy cheaply from Blockbuster. Which was JRPGs. Music was a vibe? True. Ugh. And thank you for the GGs. What's up, Bully Mario? Watched Eldad play Zero Wing a little since it's on NSO. Very generic shooter. Okay. I mean, I have a Genesis somewhere if I want to do that. I just have to break it out and do it. but I don't want to break out more consoles. I finally put away the Saturn today. Yeah, I feel like that level was going for a certain vibe, but like I don't think I liked how it played. Between the restricted vision and some like, what am I supposed to do here? Moments of being able to see the sprite briefly before it kills you. Maybe I didn't use the ducking enough. I could see that as a criticism, but like, this all just made me tired. I didn't really have a good time. So I wonder if it at least met the author's requirements, achieved what they set out to do, but it did not enthrall me.